Hey guys, thank you for joining me today. We're going to do all the zodiac signs, Aries through Pisces, you versus them spread. I'm just going to get my cards together and let the room fill up and let everybody get the notification, but say hey to me if you're already in here. Hey Claudette. Hey Byron. Hey Ivan. Welcome. I hope this week has been treating y'all well. I have been hanging in there. It's been kind of a interesting week, I'll say that. But I'm just going to get my cards ready. I'm going to light a little bit of sage. And then we're going to get it popping in here. So, yes. By the way, yes, my private readings are open again. I'm doing a promo for right now only, this week only. They're usually $150 per reading, but I'm going to bring them down to $120 if you book this week. And you can book by going, emailing me or going to my website. My website is tarottimewithdana.com, or email me. Email's probably better, tarottimewithdana1@gmail.com. And that's the number 1, not spelled out. Tarot Time with Dana 1. And yeah, let's see what we got in store for us today. Also, if you haven't yet, follow me on my Facebook and my Instagram. I got all dressed up in my witchy attire today. Tell me what you guys think about this. Isn't this dress spectacular? It's actually not a new dress. It's just a dress I forgot I had and I haven't worn in a while. And I'm like, ooh. That's a little witchy. Digging it. All right, so let me read your chats for a second. Hey, Stacy. Let me know where you're at. I always like to know that. We've got what, almost 40 people in here. We'll give it a little bit more just so I can shuffle my cards. Thank you guys for all your love and support over the past few months. I really appreciate that. And for helping me get my channel back into the algorithm after I had to take some time off. It's working. Thank you. From San Diego, Manchester, UK, Los Angeles. Thank you, Autumn. Missouri. Where I'm at, the leaves are beginning to change, and it is so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. From Houston, all right. Upstate New York. Cool. Cool. My brother-in-law is from New York, actually. I've never personally been there, though, although I would like to. I would like to see New York. Got Arkansas. South Louisiana. I would love to hear you talk. I love Louisiana accents. Well, I guess you have to be from a certain part of Louisiana, right? Is it the bayou? Fascinated by the bayou. Alabama. All right. Maine. Cool. Well, I'm going to use 2 decks of cards today. One for you, one for your person. Here's the cards I'm going to use. I do not remember the name of these because these were gifted to me. But I think they're called the Neon Tarot. And then this is Light Seers Tarot. I want to get some newer cards. I saw this other tarot reader on TikTok. I don't know what the card names are, but they're fascinating. They're not like your typical tarot cards. Hold on a second. Just going to give them a shuffle real quick. And then I think I'm also going to use... I'm going to use these. This is the Angel deck. Okay. Now, I'm going to meditate for a second to clear my energy, and then I'm going to start with Aries, and I'm going to make my way all the way through Pisces. If you have, anyone in particular that you're wanting to connect with or that you're here for this reading for, hold them in your mind. That may help me pick up on your storyline. Otherwise, it'll be about whoever is most prominent in your energy during this upcoming next week or so. And let's get into it. So I'm going to meditate. Meditate with me, or just give me a second. Okay. I've cleared my energy and I'm ready. Okay, we're going to start with Aries. Aries. Get my cards together here. Move this out of the way. All right. Aries. What could Aries have in store? You versus them. I'm going to ask for the crowning energy first for my Aries. You have the card of Temperance. This is the crowning energy for you and your person. So Temperance to me is all about peace in this deck. It's also Sagittarius energy. Could be in your chart or the chart of the person you're connecting with. It's about emotional peace, though, like finding that alchemy within yourself, filling your own cup up. It's a very independent, natured card. And a lot of times Temperance is all about freedom and speaking up for oneself, or self-advocacy, if you will, Aries. So I feel that being of importance. Here's your cards. The Nine of Wands, this is your energy, and the Six of Cups. Okay, so this could be somebody from your past showing up here, Aries, and or your own past kind of resurfacing in a way, if you will. The Six of Cups can also denote children or like childlike energy. With the Nine of Wands here, it's about standing your ground, though, okay? So let's see what the person you're connecting with, what is their energy here for my Aries? They have the Lovers. What else? And the Ten of Pentacles. So Aries, the person that you're connecting with has the Lovers and the Ten of Pentacles. So the Lovers could be twin flame soulmate energy. This person could feel a very strong bond or connection with you. The Ten of Pentacles often represents family. Some of you, this could actually be a family member. Remember, not all soulmates are intimate lovers, and or a child for some of you. But take it as it's resonate. You could just simply be connected through family, or this person's focus may be on family right now, on their foundation, on feeling more connected, more secure. Okay, if this person feels a really deep soul tie with you, Aries, if you can see in the Six of Cups, this child is offering innocence, a gift, love. That could be on offer, but with the Nine of Wands, this to me is a bit of a pensive energy, but it's also extremely independent energy. So what you do with that, Aries, is going to be totally up to you. I think from your past, possibly, you may be unbothered, okay? Or maybe you cannot be bothered with the past, at least during this time frame, because I feel like your focus is more on keeping the peace. And if that means keeping to yourself, then that's what you'll do. This could also be a very protective energy, so it could be protecting your peace. And it doesn't necessarily have to be from this person, so take it as it's resonating. I'm just saying that this person is showing up also, you know, prioritizing the connection, but also like this let's get along type of energy here, especially if this is a family member or you have a family or there's some sort of family connection or tie or financial tie to this person. So I feel like it's like, can we get along type of energy, and whether or not you get along or you go along with that, that's going to be wholly up to you. Whatever's going to keep the peace, that's what I feel like you're going to do here, Aries. You could be dealing with a Gemini, a Sagittarius. I have fire here, Leo, could be another Aries, and I have earth and water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Why can't I think of that? But take what resonates, leave what doesn't. That was for Aries. And don't forget to give the video a like if you're enjoying it, all right? So now we're gonna go to Taurus and see what we've got coming through for my Taurus. Taurus energy. I have the Queen of Pentacles. Sorry, I had a song come through right there. Say you, say me. That's the only lyrics that I got. I don't know the rhythm, the melody, or whatever. Say you, say me. Whatever that means, Taurus. Queen of Pentacles. This is your energy. This is the crowning energy between you and this person. This card to me is all about comfort. It's about standing your ground. It's about knowing your worth. It's about staying grounded. It's also like paying attention to your surroundings, to your home, to your pets if you have any, your family, your home. Very home-oriented energy. Could feel like being a homebody. It is the fall. I love to be at home when it's a little chilly out. But yeah, and specifically animals, and there's a bunny in this picture, okay? I don't know if you've seen any bunnies lately, or bunnies have any significance to you or of luck to you. I do feel luck coming in for you, Taurus, or luck is on your side. So let's see what your overall energy is for this upcoming time frame for my Taurus in regards to this person. Ooh, the King of Swords. You are not fucking around, though, when it comes to this person. Okay, sorry, too many. Sorry, excuse my language as well, but that's what I felt. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles, okay. I saw the Seven of Swords pop out as well, so I'll just take note of that. Who is Taurus dealing with? My goodness. All right, I'm just going to keep all of these. So I have Leo and Sagittarius energy here, and I also have Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy here, and Libra. But it's a general, so it doesn't have to be those signs. I feel like Taurus, look at the King of Swords. This is showing up in you, your energy, how you're thinking, you're behaving towards this person. And this is not effing around. You know what I mean? Like, this person means business. You mean business. It's all about the logic, not the emotion. God help this person if they piss you off or have pissed you off. But I feel like you're also in a place of taming that, Taurus, or needing to tame that. With the Nine of Pentacles, this is about your independence, right? Kind of similar to the message I got in Aries. The Nine of Pentacles is also somebody who's not afraid to speak their truth, who's not afraid to be self-sufficient, who knows their worth. So that's a repeating theme for you, Taurus. When it comes to the person you're connecting with, they have the Strength card and the Two of Cups. So you could be dealing with a soulmate or somebody you have a very strong connection with. Again, Leo energy for some of you. But there's also this escapism here around this person, you know, wanting to be released from judgment or conflict, or, oh, they're going to try and talk their way out of something as well, or they want to talk their way through something with you, possibly. If there's been a misunderstanding, or if there is a misunderstanding coming up with this person, they talk in circles. Like there's an evasiveness here, maybe a lack of accountability at times. And Taurus, you're seeing right through it. Like you're standing on business. You know what it is. Like this person could, you know, spin the narrative however they want to spin it, right? But I feel like you are based on facts, logic. This is what it is. And not at all entertaining anything outside of that, okay? So, and this could be, yes, a person that you're in relationship with, family, friend, intimate, but it could also be in the workplace as well. Some of you, I'm picking up work vibes, like you're just not buying this, you know, bullshit or something. Like you are standing on business, okay? Regardless if it's work or a relationship. But I do feel like somebody is trying to I don't want to say get away with something, but they are, what's that when you're omission, you know? Is it lie by omission? Or there's like an evasiveness here. For a lot of you though, I think this is deeper. Like this is somebody that you're more closely intertwined with than a work person. But again, it's a general reading because of the Two of Cups here. And of course, you know, the other way I could read this is that if you do have a person here who has extremely strong ties or feelings for you, they could want to communicate, but it's so that they could release themselves from some sort of judgment. So there's a motive. That's the intention behind it, okay? Could be an air sign, especially Libra, but Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Leo, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus are the primary signs I'm seeing here. Okay, let's go to, the Seven of Swords. I saw that on the bottom of the deck again. So yeah, that's why I think there's some evasion going on here. Evasiveness, omissions going on. Just saying. Okay, Gemini. Thank you, Sarah. I love you too. Gemini. Okay, you have the Magician here. This is your overall arching energy, the crowning energy with you and this person. The Magician to me is somewhat of an enigma. It is, yes, manifestation or the ability to manifest, which we all do every day that we're alive, but it's intentional manifestation, right? It's like taking what you know, Gemini, and what you've thought about, okay, and then it becoming a reality, all right, in the physical, and witnessing that possibly. So the Ten of Wands and Justice. Some of you have been on the struggle bus a little bit when it comes to this connection or this person, trying to find justice here or fairness, or, you know, maybe in the space of like trying to find something that works for everyone, not just yourself, or finding your own place in a situation or your own balance in a situation here. With the Ten of Wands, this is heavy, heavy energy. So I feel like whatever you're weighing out is weighing heavy on you. okay? And be careful about that energy, because if something is weighing heavy on you, Gemini, although it seems to make logical sense to continue to think and dwell on it until you figure it out, actually dwelling will bring about more heaviness. And so the actual law of attraction based way to handle that would be to alleviate the heaviness, whether through meditation, walking, distracting your mind, reading, just putting your mind elsewhere, and then come back to the topic in your mind when you're feeling lighter in your energy, and you'll see it differently. You will be able to maybe even see how to find balance or what the right answer is when it comes to a situation where this person, especially in relationships. Some of you have a heaviness around a relationship. You could be connecting with somebody. This is similar to what I got in Taurus. Some of you are connected with Taurus or on the cusp. This person they're hurt, okay? They're definitely hurting. They're going through something that's heartbreaking or heartache. You could feel the heaviness of this, whether it's involving you or not. And you could be trying to play like peacemaker or trying to find your own balance in the situation or where you fit in the situation. The Knight of Swords in this deck is, to me, avoiding communicating, right? Avoiding communicating your feelings. But it could also be escapism. So I feel like this person is in a bit of like the space where they want to escape the emotion of something or escape how they're feeling about a situation. Like this person's on the run. They're in a rush. They're trying to, keep themselves moving or keep themselves busy to distract them from feeling something. And I feel like this is actually becoming their own worst enemy, because when we distract ourselves from our emotions as opposed to process our emotions, then the emotion always just comes back at the end of the day, but worse, deeper, harder. It's like you're not really escaping anything. You're just putting it off for later, but later it grows and it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger until you deal with it, until you face it, until you process it. And so like this person cannot escape whatever this is. They have to face it, right? And they have to feel it, and they don't really want to feel the heaviness of something, right? And I feel like you feel the heaviness of this, though, Gemini, but you're doing a bit better in finding your balance in all of it here with the scales of justice here. It could also be like karmic justice is coming together, and you've manifested this, or this person has manifested their own troubles, and so they must manifest their own way out of it as well. And it's not really your burden to carry, Gemini. It's really not your problem. You're only responsible for how you choose to feel, think, and act in any given situation. So remember that. You could be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Libra in particular, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Magician to me is all the fixed signs, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo. But it's general. It could be any sign. Okay. Let's go to Cancer. Cancer. I'm gonna get a drink of water here. Cancer. This is the overall energy for my Cancers. The Three of Wands. This is the card. Thank you for the super chat, Donald. Appreciate you. Okay, this is the card of getting prepared. The Three of Wands is making a decision and moving forward with it, or preparing yourself to move forward with something that maybe you have been on the fence about or on edge about. Cancer, but we'll see. What else for my Cancers? There's that Nine of Wands. Okay. Who else got the Nine of Wands? Taurus, could be dealing with Taurus energy. And the Four of Swords. Okay. So again, the Nine of Pentacles is self-sufficiency. It is being able to, you know, stand on your own 2 feet. It's independence. It's autonomy. The Four of Swords, though, is like needing to rest or needing to lay something to rest. Like, yes, you can, you know, Cancerian energy is very, I think, independent and autonomous. But at the same time, like, you also need support sometimes too. You also need healing and rest sometimes too. Like, you can't take it all on by yourself, and you shouldn't be taking this all on by yourself. So make sure that you're prioritizing that restful break for yourself, Cancer. The person you're connecting with is the Three of Wands, the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like this person is also in this space of ready to move forward, ready to leave something behind or make decisions. The Six of Pentacles is positive energy, and that they just want balance and equal give and take. Like, I feel like this person is willing to change or move or, you know, whatever this is, if there's going to be reciprocity or something in it for them or a balance here. So both of you may be preparing for some sort of movement or change here. And this is on an energetic level. For you, it's not so much about taking action as it is, you know, resting, chilling out, knowing what's for you is going to be delivered to you. And for this person, it's like the way that they get what they want is through opening up, by being generous. You know, there's community work here as well, or work to do in the community that's super specific. I don't know if this person is interested in that or you are interested in that, but I'm getting a sense of community as well. I don't know, some sort of community involvement. And again, that can't be for all of you because that's super specific, but that's what I've heard. It's like the way this person gets what they want is by giving back or giving out to others what they would like to receive. Okay? Those two things go hand in hand. And for you, yeah, it's all about chilling out. So you could be dealing with air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Earth, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and I've got fire here as well, Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah. So let's go to Leo then. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you. You can have a career reading. You got to book a reading though. And if you watch the beginning of the video or you look in the description, you can see how you can do that. Does she love me or still is there someone else? Yes or no? You got to book a reading for that. Although, you know what I've thought about doing? I might do this on my Facebook. I might open up a live and do 1 question, 1 answer readings for like $20. I thought about doing it maybe this week or later this week. So if you follow me on Facebook, be on the lookout for that because it's something new I want to trial. But yeah, anyway, sorry. Today's just for zodiac signs though. We're going to go to Leo. Leo. What is Leo's overall energy? 9 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands is all about determination, movement forward. Okay, determination to get what's right or to do what's right or something around that. This is very Leo-like energy in my opinion. I feel like Leo, once you get your mind set on something, if you're determined about it, you're going for it. You know what I mean? Like, and you're not going to look back and you're not going to waver. So if you've made your mind up about something, Leo, I feel a fierce determination around this. Oh my gosh. And there's the strength card. There you are. So that just confirms what I was feeling. Like, I feel like you feel very strongly about whatever this is you've become determined to do, or whatever action that you plan on taking, or how you see something working out for you. Yes, Leo, eyes on the prize. You are eyes on the prize right now, okay? The Ace of Pentacles is a huge opportunity. It's also money, but it could also be commitment and loyalty. So let's see then what the other person has got going on in their energy, the Page of Wands. So Leo, if you have your sights set, whether it's on financial wins or a person, you are determined here, and I don't feel like anything is really going to be able to pull you away from that. Once you're committed to something, you're committed. And the Ace of Pentacles and the Strength card means just that, feeling very strongly about what and who you're committed to. The Page of Wands, this person is in this energy of more of like a free-flowing, lighter energy. This is a little bit of playfulness, but they also have the Nine of Cups, which is financial success. So some of you, you know, if you're determined to have a power couple relationship, if this is about a partner, I feel like you're going to get what you are looking for, or there's the potential for that. If for a lot of you, this is somebody you're partnering with, though, when it comes to business, finances, money, you know, this person's a little bit more lighthearted in the energy than you are, Leo, because I get a sense of seriousness here. Like, you're serious about what it is that you're invested in. This person has this more of like, well, let's have fun with this, and while we're having fun, let's make some money. You know, so a lot of you, this is about a business partnership, whether or not you're tied to this person, you know, on an intimate level or not. But some of you, this is more, it could also be, I could also read this as like a power dynamic, right? A power couple type of energy here. So good for you, Leo, especially if you are coupled up or committed to somebody that has the same visions as you, that thinks similarly or in the same direction as you. You both like wanting the same things, or you could be attracting that into your life, by the way, if you're not currently coupled up, or like I said earlier, this could be a business partner. So it looks very good to me. You've got a big opportunity coming in here, and I feel like things are going your way. You could be dealing with another Leo, Aries, but I also have Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Sagittarius, Aries, and water. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay. I cannot get this song out of my head. I think it's because I saw it on TikTok. I can't even tell you what the lyrics are because I don't know, but it keeps playing in the back of my mind. It's driving me nuts, and it's making it impossible for me to hear any other songs. Ugh. Okay, Virgo. Virgo's overall energy, the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is finding a resolution, okay? Or becoming resolved or resolute in something here, Virgo. So you may be coming to a resolution with another person, or looking for that, or becoming resolute in yourself and how you're feeling and what you're deciding. So let's see what this is about for my Virgos. Maybe. Give me one more card. You got the Knight of Pentacles here. Okay, the Ten of Wands. This is a sense of feeling stuck. This is the same energy that came up in Gemini's reading. You could be connecting with Gemini or have that in your chart. But the Knight of Pentacles is my stagnation card. It's like nothing's really moving or changing, very slow energy. The Ten of Wands is feeling heaviness, a weight, a burden. So I feel like Virgo, if you've been in this space, right, where you just feel like there is more heaviness than there is light, or there's more problems than solutions, that very thinking pattern is what's preventing a solution or lightness to come into your situation. And it's like similar advice to what I felt in the Gemini reading, which is the more you dwell or focus on what's going wrong, the more it goes wrong. And, you know, I think our brain wants to do that because it's kind of programmed that way, but you have to find a way to disconnect yourself from that and to refocus what you're thinking about in a more positive sense, or just simply take a break from the topic altogether until you feel a bit lighter, because there is an answer here. There is a resolution here. But see, if you're all bogged down in the details, or you're feeling stuck, heavy, that heavy feeling, you know, then you can't get to the answer from that vibration yet. Now, the person you're connecting with is the Sun and the Three of Pentacles. So this is, you know, feeling connected, light energy, happiness, optimism. The Three of Pentacles is working on something together. You know, this is cooperation. They have a shared vision, shared project. I feel like this person is more on the optimistic end, Virgo, or at least in this moment, like whereas you're feeling like the heaviness of something, this person may be seeing the solution, or, you know, feeling a bit lighter in their energy, and they may want to work something out here with you, or this could be that they're working on projects right now that are making them feel a bit lighter, a bit happier. But you definitely seem to be in different wavelengths at the moment, okay? And there is a resolution, like there is somewhere in between to find balance here. I feel like you kind of feel like you're the one left holding all of the chips, you know what I mean? Like, and this person's over here like free and light and happy and, you know, working on things. And you know, that's interesting to me, because for some of you that builds resentment, possibly, where it's like, wow, I'm doing all of the hard work and they're, you know, not participating, or don't seem to be taking something as seriously, right, as you are. But it's almost like the answer is, Virgo, to you also maybe not taking all that weight and responsibility onto yourself so that you can connect with your happiness and your higher self, because that's where your resolution is. That's where your solution is at. It's in that vibration. So doing the work to get there will be key. And if in a positive sense you're connected to this person, they may want to, you know, show you the light, or, you know, try to make their positivity, you know, bleed. If this person is an uplifter, they may try to uplift you into a higher vibration by helping you to see how you can work something through or work something out. That's if you're connecting like in a positive sense with this person. So there's two different ways I can read that. So you could be dealing with the Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I have fire, I have Leo, I have air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I've got Sagittarius, Aries. Aquarius is not last. I go Aries through Pisces. So Aquarius is second to last. So we're gonna get there, Danielle. Okay, so now we're gonna go to Libra. I think we're kind of winding down Libra season. Happy birthday to all my Libras. I hope it was a good birthday season. But let's see what we've got in store. You have the Queen of Cups, the card of sensitivity. So, Libra, have you been feeling a little sensitive lately or in tune with your more emotional self, possibly? To me, the Queen of Cups energy is also extremely intuitive, you know, very observant as well, and able to read other people as well. So I don't know if you've been in this more emotional space or observant space here, Libra. But let's see. Ooh, the Seven of Swords. What else? The Emperor. Well, that is an interesting combination. Not what I thought I was going to see, but okay, we'll go with that. So the Seven of Swords to me is typically, you know, not truthful energy. It is, you know, things being hidden. It can be hidden motives. And you have the Emperor here. Now, look at this depiction of the Emperor. I do not feel this is your energy, even though it's showing up as your energy. So I'm going to read it both ways. The Emperor to me can be powerful in that the Emperor energy is confident and knows what they want and they like to go for it. But with the Seven of Swords here and the Emperor, that is not going about something in the right way. That's control, that's manipulation, that is a horrible energy. And I know this came out in your, okay, let me just put it to you this way. If you're a masculine Libra or a Libra with a lot of masculine, this could be your energy. I feel for my feminines, this is somebody you're connecting with. And I feel that pretty strongly. So, what the hell? And I just got the term The Undertaker, which is like, that's a little creepy. But what I think of is like, who's that famous wrestler, The Undertaker? I think about wrestling. So, we're going to get clarification on that, Libra, because that actually makes me uncomfortable. The Seven of Swords and the Emperor? Like, what the... Okay, the person you're connecting with is the Star and the Fool. The Star and the Fool is Aquarius, Aries energy. You could be connecting with that, by the way. But this is like hopeful, you know, wishing, very wishful thinking, you know, ready to take a leap of faith. Sometimes this could also be, though, a logical or like fantasy-driven energy. So this person needs to pay attention also to their logic before they make any decisions in this upcoming week. But what the hell is this? Hold on a second. Why is Libra showing up like that? Like, this dude has a chain around his neck. The Five of Swords? What the hell? Sorry, we're going to go a little bit deeper for Libra because I need to know more about that. The King of Swords. Okay, so I'm going to break this down into if you're a feminine Libra versus a masculine Libra. For my masculine Libras, this is either you or you're dealing with another masculine like this. Okay, and this is somebody who's pissed off, who doesn't like to be told no, who doesn't like the feeling of defeat or reject. Like, this is somebody who cannot take losing. They like to control and manipulate things to get their way, to get to their point. Now, Libra, for my feminine Libras, this is not you. This is somebody you're dealing with. Okay? And it's the same exact characteristics. You're dealing with somebody, and I feel it's a masculine, who they don't like the word no. You know what I mean? Like, you could... This is not somebody that accepts defeat. This is not somebody that takes no for an answer. Like, if they don't get what they want, they just find a way around it to get it anyways, whether that's through manipulation, through control, through lying, through whatever they need to do. And I actually feel like this person is intelligent, but in the wrong ways, like in a very manipulative way. And Libra, my feminine Libras especially, you can see through this person. Like, intuitively, you can feel what this is, right? And because I feel like you're very sensitive to how you feel around this person, in their presence, or when their name is brought up, or, you know, you're very observant, okay, of what's going on here. And I also feel for my Libra feminines, you may be hoping for a fresh beginning, by the way, or hoping for a miracle. I don't know what you're hoping for. Or, you know, what you're going to do. I wouldn't give this person any of my attention if I was you. Not even observing. I wouldn't even observe, right? Because you're still giving them space in your energy. I would just literally block them out, energetically speaking, because this is a nasty energy. And if you're a Libra masculine, again, sorry, you might be coming off quite nasty. Maybe you've got your feelings hurt, or you felt rejected, or, you know, you want to try and get your power back. I understand that, but you're going about it in the completely ass backwards way, and it's not going to work out for you. Or you could be dealing yourself with another masculine that is like this. Okay. So sorry, I didn't mean to go deeper for Libra, but that just threw me way off. Oh, that just threw me way off. Okay. Okay. Could be dealing with Aquarius, Aries, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries again, Libra, Gemini. Those are the predominant signs I'm seeing. Keep in mind, it's a general, so it could be any zodiac sign. All right, let's go to Scorpio. Let's hope it's a little bit more positive over there. I thought it was going to be sunny today, but it looks pretty cloudy out. So I'm looking out the window. Oop, I wasn't ready yet. Okay, sorry. Let's concentrate. Scorpio. Scorpio. Scorpio, you have the Empress, Taurus energy. The Empress is the angel of abundance in this card, so I love that. It's also very nurturing. It's mothering energy. It is patient, okay, fruitful energy, kind. And that's why the Empress is abundant, because the Empress energy is like she herself, her energy flows abundance, right? So we'll see where this is headed for you, Scorpio. Oh my gosh, there you are. This is the card of Scorpio in the tarot, death and rebirth. And the Knight of Wands. Okay. So Scorpio, you're showing up as yourself, Scorpio. You know, the Phoenix rising type of energy. The Knight of Wands is like ready for action. Thank you for the $5, Donald. Again, I think you've already done that, but thank you. This Knight is ready for action. They're ready to go get theirs. They're putting an end to anything that's going to stop them from progressing or getting what they want. If you've had an ending here, Scorpio, you're now ready to move away from that or take some sort of action. And I'm actually going to clarify that to see what that's about. But the Empress is here to say, you know, make sure it's well thought out action. Make sure that it is with good intention. And that you're coming from that more nurturing part of yourself than anything else. But we'll see. The Ten of Pentacles. Who else had that? I think Aries did. And there's Aries right there. I just want one. Okay, or three. The person that you're connecting with, they have the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. So this is highlighting family, community, their foundation. The Four of Swords is a need for rest, a need for healing, okay? And the Two of Swords is they're kind of battling their own mind, though, at the end of the day. Like, I feel like this person has intrusive thoughts, is the word that I'm getting. And it's about reciprocity or, like, the sense of feeling an unfairness or a disadvantage in some sort of way. Now, whether that's actually true or not, I don't know, but I feel like this person feels that way, like they're disadvantaged or that they're not receiving what they believe they deserve, okay? And this could be like in general with money or within the relationship or the relationship with you. They need to lay that to rest, that thinking, because it keeps them up at night, I feel a restless energy as well around this person. And a lack of patience, which the Empress was encouraging, this more nurturing, patient energy. But I feel a growing sense of impatience here. I feel it coming from them, but it could be coming from you because it's general. You know, like, when is this coming? When is this happening? Where is the money at? Or where is the lover at? I don't know what this is. Like, where's the action? And it's right here, right? It's right in this person's energy field, but they can't see it. And they can't see it because they're focused elsewhere. They've not let it in yet. So there's a sense of unfairness here. And I want to know what Scorpio is getting ready to do over here. Ah! Yes. Some of you are getting ready to provide that. Like, at the basis, you both have the Ten of Pentacles, which is a sense of community, union, family, togetherness, values. Okay, so the same basis or values here are showing up. What you want, what they want, same or similar. There's an attraction here for some of you if this is like an intimate partner. And I feel like you want to be taking action on shoring yourself up, and this person is also valuing that, but they're not as certain as you are. They're not as secure as you are in whatever this vision is. They need to sleep on it, and they need to kind of get out of their own way so that they can be open to receiving it, because they think they're not getting what they want when what they want is right here. It's right here, but they cannot see it yet. They need to be more patient and kind to themselves and others. All right, could be dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or another Scorpio, or fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. All All right, almost 200 people in here. That's what's up. Give my page a like, please. I hope you guys are enjoying this. And thank you for the super chats. All right, we're gonna go to, who are we going to next? Scorpio. Sagittarius. Get a drink of water. I'm killing it with my time today. I might make it, oh no, I'm almost at an hour. I thought I would make it in an hour, but close. I used to go live and be on here for like I'm not kidding, 3 and 4 hours at a time because I would lose track of time. And then I'd be like, oh my gosh, 3 hours and 45 minutes. Goodness gracious. I would be so exhausted the rest of the day too. Okay, let's do Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Oh my gosh, I got your card, Sagittarius. Yay. So this is you. This is you showing up for you. I love that for you. The Angel of Peace. This is about finding peace with yourself, finding peace with others, alchemy, finding your balance in a situation, okay? So let's see what Sagittarius energy is. The Empress. Ooh, the Tower. Holy cow. And the Three of Pentacles. So there's a shakeup here showing up for you, Sagittarius, with the Tower here. And yet you have the Empress as well. So the Empress is not somebody who, it's unbothered. I'm sorry. Let me just make it short and simple. It's unbothered energy. It's like, because I know who I am and I know what I can handle, I don't get easily shaken up by things. So even if there's disruptions, disturbances, or like this Tower energy, it's like you're able to maintain your composure through it, Sagittarius, and also learn from it. With the Three of Pentacles, this is the student. This is somebody who's learning, okay? And one of the things you're learning, Sagittarius, is to not be bothered by shit that's out of your control. And the Tower is out of your control energy. It is, you know, outside forces, outside circumstances, things that aren't meant for you to solve or resolve. So it's kind of taking a step back from that, Sagittarius, and taking this stance of like learning, you know, studying yourself in a situation, staying unbothered. That's the word that I'm getting the most, unbothered, or trying to be unbothered. What is this? Ah. All right. The Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Four of Swords. So the person that you are connecting with is in a rush, okay? Whereas I feel no rush in your energy. I feel a rush in this person's energy. A rush to communicate, a rush to have a good time, a rush to take action. And yet the Four of Swords, like then needing to rest, you know? Like, I guess what I'm getting from this Sagittarius is like, this person's a little bit all over the place with their energy. You know, they might be going here, going there, like busybody, keeping themselves busy. And then at the end of the day, feeling like, ugh, I need a nap, or I need to rest, or, you know, I'm getting the song Simply Irresistible, which is funny because that used to be one of me and my sister's favorite songs growing up, and she's a Sag, Simply Irresistible. But I also pick up, like, there's something like irresistible here. I don't know about this person or about you, or, I mean, look up that song. But they have an irresistible urge to either say something or do something, and what they really need to do is sleep on it. And I want to know why. Why do they need to sleep on it? Oh, okay. Well, they already have. They've already thought over something. Oh my gosh, there's a squirrel on my roof. Sorry, squirrel, literally ADHD. But the reason why I'm shocked, you guys, is my roof is really, really high off of the ground. Like, how did it even get up there? Sorry. It had to jump from one of the trees. I'm very curious to see how the squirrel's gonna get off this roof. Sorry. I've lived here for a long time. I've never once seen a squirrel on the top of my roof. And it's like not on the top, it's on one of my overhangs, which is pretty high up. I'm sure it'll be fine. But anyways, sorry, squirrel. ADD, back to you. What I was going to say is they have already slept on it. In fact, they've already thought about this. They've thought about it from all the angles. They've thought about it at night. They thought about it at day. They thought about it in this way, in that way. So they're ready to take action, and it's irresistible. Like, they cannot stop themselves from doing this, and they're not going to, by the way. And I don't know if this causes some sort of disruption or if this is at all related to this tower that you're going through. I guess you'll know. But I feel you learning from it and being unbothered, which is interesting. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Taurus, another Sagittarius, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I almost have all the zodiac signs here, but take what resonates. Yes, I have been seeing squirrels everywhere. Well, duh, they live in nature, right? And I have a wooded area, but I mean like more than usual. And I actually thought about that the other day. Like, I should look up the significance of that because it's been driving my dog bonkers, by the way, because he loves to chase squirrels. But it seems like there's like 100 of them. They're like everywhere. They're like all over my backyard, on my back patio, on the fence, in the garden, which I always see a squirrel here and there. But lately it seems like they are everywhere. They're everywhere. Now I just saw one on my roof, which is so bizarre. I've never seen a squirrel on there. That's a bold squirrel right there. Like, why would he even want to come up on the roof? There's no food up here. There's no... It's weird. Anyways, have you been seeing squirrels as well? Could be a sign of harvesting for the winter. Well, that makes sense, isn't it? Hey, Stephanie. You got the squirrels on the power line teasing your cat. Oh my gosh, my dog is driving me crazy because all day long, what he'll do is he'll sit in front of the window and then he'll just pace and bark and pace and bark and try to chase them as if he can reach them from the couch, you know? I'm like, I'm gonna lose my mind. Anyways, okay. Blah, blah, blah. Capricorn. Spiritual meaning, of squirrels. Preparedness, resourcefulness, adaptability, playfulness. Okay. Thank you. Okay, Capricorn. Here you are. Queen of Swords is the overall energy. The Queen of Swords is all about... That card just flew out of my hand and it is now on the floor. Did you guys see that? Hold on a second. The Queen of Swords. Hold on, I'll get it with my foot. Okay. Well, it could be a little bit out of control as the card just flew out of my hand. But what I was going to say is that the Queen of Swords is very independent, extremely blunt, more logical driven than emotionally driven. And you can see she's wielding a sword here, right? So that means business. Okay, so Capricorn, you could be meaning business, or if you're dealing with an air sign, they mean business. But let's see for my Capricorn. Oh, there's the card. The 10 of Pentacles. Some of you may be dealing with Scorpio. They had that same card. What else for Capricorn? And Temperance, Sagittarius energy could be connecting with that as well. So this is all about keeping the peace, keeping yourself centered, weighing things out emotionally, but staying grounded at the end of the day. Like the 10 of Pentacles is this energy of building up a firm foundation for yourself, or it could also be connecting to finances, family, you know, the things that make you feel secure and stable being really important. But if your emotions feel out of balance or out of control even, it could be easy to lose sight of that firm foundation that you have, Capricorn. So they're saying, don't let your emotions override your logic. Also, Temperance is a very independent, autonomous type of energy. And you have the card of independence as the overall energy. So it's like a fend for yourself type of vibe, or in this for myself type of energy. You know, not really relying on another person or other people to get you where you need to go, Capricorn. So let's see, this person that you're connecting with is the Knight of Swords. I keep getting this Knight of Swords. Y'all dealing with the same person? The Ace of Wands. Why the Ace of Wands? The Knight of Swords is... Okay. All I want to do is have some fun. That's also a song that just came through. So there's that Knight of Swords again. This is could be avoiding communication, but with the Ace of Wands here, I actually feel like this is a rush of communication, like a passionate, you know, something that is filled with desire. Okay. So it could be that this person has a desire to communicate with you, Capricorn, and yet it's all for fun or something, or all they want is fun. Like, I don't feel a lot of seriousness behind this. Or like, I guess my thing is here with the Ace of Wands and the Page of Swords is that this flame is short-lived energy, and I feel what you're looking for is more of like a stable long-term energy. So in the sense of like the dating world, right, this could be somebody who communicates a lot, but really at the end of the day they just want sex and fun, you know, like there's nothing long-lasting here. Okay. If it's not in the dating sense, then, you know, it could be that this person just, they like to travel, they want to have fun, like, there's desire here, but again, like, I feel you're, yeah, you're not quite on the same page here with this person. On a positive note, I feel like this person could be somebody who's fun to be around or fun to talk about, well, maybe you talk about them, or talk to or something, or there's like an excitement energy around this person. But there's also a very playful energy here. Now, if you're down with that, you're down with that, but I just know that this is mostly playful, non-serious type of vibe here. It's like a spark, and then impulsiveness also as well. And I got that song, all I want to do is have fun. So you weigh it out here, Capricorn. I feel like use your logic instead of your emotions. And yeah, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Sagittarius energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All I wanna do is have some fun. You identify as a pineapple? Okay. Sounds like a problem. Why was that the first comment that I read when I looked up? Are you serious? People say the weirdest things. I identify as a pineapple. Why a pineapple, though? You know? You're welcome, Autumn. Thank you. I am actually doing better. Horny and sweet. Okay, somebody block that person. I don't know what that's about. Oh no, you said pineapple. That's why you chose pineapple. Anyways, sorry, block them anyways. You identify as a pineapple because they're horny and sweet. I've never met a horny pineapple, but whatever. It's interesting. Anyways. What the hell? Okay. What I was saying was thank you. I appreciate all of your guys' support. I'm actually doing a lot better, although I will tell you that reading for certain zodiac signs is a bit of a struggle for me right now, because of what I had happen in my own life. But that's why I meditate before I do these readings, because I want to try and detach from that to read for all of you guys and not like incorporate my own shit into it. But sometimes that's kind of impossible. You know, like if I looked back, I actually did have a subscriber reach out to me and they're like, hey, go watch your own readings over the past year, and you were calling it out in your readings over and over again what was happening behind your back. And I did go back and watch a few of them, and I was like, fuck. I was, but I couldn't see it. I didn't see it because I was too far into it, I guess. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. I'm glad you think I'm one of the best readers. But yeah, outside of just being a little uncomfortable sometimes when I read, and I know that will go away, it's not because I'm uncomfortable reading for a sign in particular. It's because of who's watching me, who I know is watching me, and how they're going to interpret what I'm saying, if you know what I mean. So I always feel like this urge when I get to Capricorn to be like, bitch, please stop watching me, because I was cheated on with a Capricorn. And she's a stalker. She's a stalker. And not just online, like in real life. Like always coming to my neighborhood, always making herself known. Just fucking annoying. Low self-esteem. Insecure little girl. Anyways, I don't know how we got on this topic. I shouldn't be doing this here. Some of you don't even know what my journey's been through, and you're like, what? What is she talking about? Yeah. You can follow me on Facebook. I talk about it more over there, but I'm trying to move away from talking about it because I feel like it doesn't deserve my energy anymore. My marriage ended. It's over. I ended it. I need to move past it. But when I do these readings and I get to certain zodiac signs, inside I cringe a little, and then I'm like, no, meditate, because I also have a ton of Capricorns that I love and adore, and all of my viewing Capricorns I love and adore. So that person is not a representation of all Capricorns. She's just a representation of the lowest of the lowest of the lowest vibing, devilish Capricorns. The devil, you know. You know. But I typically enjoy Capricorn energy. Thank you. Yeah, totally. It is good to talk about, but I also feel like I'm feeding it by talking about it. And I don't want to give that bitch any more attention than she deserves. And that's just the Aquarius in me. That's just the Aquarius in me. Anyways, karma will come. Let's go to Aquarius. I probably have to meditate before I do Aquarius because I'm an Aquarius and I don't want this to bleed into y'all Aquarians reading. So hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me get this out of my energy. Okay. All right. Aquarius. 5 of Swords. This is exactly what I was just feeling, and I feel like this is for me. So I'm actually going to put this back. The 5 of Swords is vengeance. Okay, hold on a second. I didn't get out of my energy yet. Okay, but some of you, yes, may be dealing with that. Okay, the 5 of Swords can also be loss and conflict. So I'm not going to completely discard that, but come on. Let me move out of that energy. For my Aquariuses, not my own energy. Where is it? Okay, better. Page of Cups, friendship. Although I do want to say Aquarians, as a collective, we tend to go through things together. So you may resonate with my personal story. Again, check me out on Facebook if you're interested. But for the rest of you, it's about friendship, which the Page of Cups is actually also talking about like new connections, meeting new people, opening yourself up to new ideas. It could be representing child or children-like energy. Aquarius is the sign of friendship. Like often Aquarians value friendship higher than any other relationship in their life, including family and partners. I don't know if that's like the humanitarianist part of Aquarians or why we do that, but we tend to appreciate friendships more than anything. Maybe it's because those are the people we choose, you know, in our lives. But there's a highlight on friendships. You also have the 6 of Swords here. There's the Queen of Swords and the 3 of Swords. So I feel like you're moving into calmer waters here, Aquarius, and you're showing up as yourself, as the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords in this deck is more like a sullen energy, more contemplative, quiet energy. And then the 3 of Wands is like movement forward, is expansion, is growth. So some of you are finding your own resolution this week or your own resolve in quiet, in mind, in self, right? And the 3 of Wands is like moving out of this period where you felt like you had no decision, or maybe you were stuck between 2 choices and you're making a decision, I feel, to move forward, all right? So getting out of that stuck energy, that indecisive energy, and kind of moving out of that feeling. The person you're connecting with has the 10 of Pentacles and the Hermit. So this person and the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This person is focused on family, gatherings, community, their network. You can see right here. Home. The Hermit is Virgo energy, but it's also a sense of deep self-reflection. Okay, so I feel like this person is self-reflecting on home, on family, on what means the most to them, on, you know, what makes them feel secure, what makes them feel stable. This isn't really an action-oriented energy as so much as like a deep thought process or a self-reflecting type of vibe, right? And I actually feel, Aquarius, you also reaching some sort of resolution through that inner voice, through that self-reflection, and it's opening up a pathway here. This could be somebody you're friends with or you're connecting with as a friend, or there's like a friendship component to the connection as well. Or it's somebody that you have something in common with, if nothing else, like a commonality or a common goal here. So, yeah. Could be dealing with Pisces, another air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Virgo, and I have Aries, Leo, Sag, Capricorn, Taurus here. Let's go to Pisces. I'm glad I cleared my energy because otherwise I feel like that reading might have been a little brutal. We're leaving the brutality behind. Okay, I wasn't ready yet. All right, Pisces. Thank you, Philip. Last but not least, my Pisces. Pisces. Oh, there you are, the moon. You got your own card here, Pisces. I love that for you. So the moon is all about intuition, dreams. It is about, can be about secrets as well, or the things we keep hidden within ourselves. Your dream state might be super activated, by the way. You can see like this person is sleeping and then these dogs are like howling at the moon. I know my dreams have been extremely vivid lately. And I think I was just actually talking to my daughter-in-law, who is a Pisces, and we were talking about dreams just the other night. So let's see what else, though, for my Pisces. The Three of Pentacles. And the Hangman. I need one more. Come on. Woo. Keep this at the bottom of the deck. Eight of Pentacles. And the Four of Swords, which is all about the dream state, which is about sleep. Some of you need some sleep or a nap or, you know, sleeping or healing. It might be very healing for you, especially if you've been hard at it or working hard on something. The Three of Pentacles is studying, is learning new things, is about growth. The Hanged Man, which actually came out in the reverse, I just noticed that. So some of you are learning something new and seeing something from a different perspective this week, and it could actually be coming through your intuitive state or your dream state, that you're receiving messages or the ability to perceive something or somebody in a different light. It's like, I didn't notice that before, or I've never seen that before, you know, or maybe even rereading like an old book, old letter, old text or something, and you get something new out of it, like I didn't feel that the first time I read it, or, you know, gaining more knowledge or insight after re-looking at something. And I feel you are re-looking at something, a situation, a person. Okay, I wasn't going to keep that, but I am. And I also get like a deep sense of relief here, or a period of relief for you, which would be quite nice. This person is emotional. They're drained, emotionally drained, in the ditch. It could be because of family or around family circumstances or finances. Or there's like a sense of hopelessness here. It's weird because at the same time, the universe is showing them a way or showing them the way. They could also be financially drained or emotionally burdened, one of those two, and it's weighing on them. They also are encouraged to get some rest, heal, nap, meditate, like self-care type of energy, because they're all stuck in their mind. They're stuck in their head. Like they're not seeing something for what it is. They're seeing something for like worst case scenarios, worst case outcomes, or not seeing themselves in a positive light. You know what I mean? This could be a lack of self-esteem or a lack of self-worth. And it could be showing up as moodiness, emotional changes, depression, things of that nature. And yet this person has everything that they need, like right in front of them, right available to them. But unless they can rest their mind from the restless thoughts or the negative thoughts, they can't see that for what it is. They can't appreciate for, you know, what they have for what it is. And let me tell you, lack of appreciation for what you have will 100% have the universe taking it out of your life eventually. Like the key to sustaining things that you love in your life is through the art of continued appreciation and gratitude for them. And it's so easy to look past all the things that we have and the people that are there for us when we're so focused on what we don't have, what we don't like, what we don't want. But if you stay in that mode for too long, the universe giveth and then the universe take away. So that is a lesson for this person, and that they need to understand that it's important for them to redirect their focus to appreciation, to gratitude, to the things that are working well for them. And I feel like you, Pisces, you've already figured this out. Like, you know this. You've studied up. You've seen something from a different perspective. You know when to rest. You know when to put that time and energy into things. You're more in tune or elevated emotionally, possibly, than this person, or at least in this moment. Like you're seeing the different from a different vantage point or a different perspective than this person, and you could be of help to them. But I feel like this person actually, no, they need to help themselves. They will help themselves. They're being guided too, but like this is a journey they have to go on by themselves. So, wow. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Pisces, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Leo. No, well, maybe. I meant Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But it's a general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe so that you can not miss out on any of my future lives. I'm going to continue to try and go live on most Sundays, not every Sunday. I have to give myself a Sunday here and there. And follow me on Facebook. I might go live later today, and if not later today, later this week, I definitely will be going live. I'm going to trial also the one question, one answer for $20 on my Facebook first before I bring it here, so don't miss out on that. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of that page. And I'm on Instagram for funsies. You can find me there as well. And I'm on TikTok for funsies, TTWD24. So all of that is linked in the description and in the About section. Wishing you guys the best either way on your Sunday. I hope it's a beautiful day. And until next time.